What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a new video, guys. So today we got something special to put on to the 335. So it's an interior mod. We haven't done an interior mod just yet. I really like the interior as it is, except for one thing, which is the steering wheel. So guys, we got an M Sport steering wheel over here. Shout out to my boy HERLAN. He's in Texas and he found this for like dirt cheap. And when I say dirt cheap, I mean he got it for like all this shipped $40. That's how much I gave him, $40 shipped. So we got a full M Sport steering wheel right here. He even wrapped it with like the Alcantara stitching right here too. And so I went ahead and picked up an airbag, and I'll go ahead and grab that and show you guys in a little bit. I kind of want to install this today. Today is actually Thanksgiving. It's like the morning of Thanksgiving. So I want to put on the steering wheel because it's just going to change the whole feeling of the car, and I really want to try it out. Let's go ahead and start doing that. Alright guys, so I got the airbag right over here. So this is what the airbag looks like, and I actually picked it up for like $350. So in total, I got this new M Sport steering wheel kit for like 400 bucks. And the great thing is I'm probably gonna be able to sell this whole steering wheel, since it has paddles, for like easily 350 bucks. So I'm thinking I probably like upgraded to M Sport for like $50. And so that's like a huge come up. So huge shout out to HERLAN. I'll go ahead and leave his YouTube channel down below in the description. He makes great BMW videos as well. He goes through like 20 BMWs a year, so he's making content on all of them. So go check him out, guys. He really helped me with this one, and he helps us out. He helps all of us out. He helps me out, he helps Nora out, he helps all of his friends out. So huge shout out to him. Go check him out, please, guys. But anyway, so I think what we're gonna need to do for the steering wheel is like in the back down here somewhere, there's like a spot where you have to like put a screwdriver through. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. And then pretty much what you're gonna do is like, you're gonna put the screwdriver in and you're gonna like pop it out. So it pops out this airbag. And then we got a 16 mil, and I couldn't find an extension for some reason. My tools are a mess right now. Ever since we moved out of the shop, it's been like, my tools have been all over the place. And so I'm gonna have to try to find an extension somehow, but I know it's a 16 mil, so we're gonna go ahead and take it out with the 16 mil, take the steering wheel off, and it should just be plug and play because I already have paddles on, so I shouldn't have to do any coating for that. So it should be pretty easy, so let's go ahead and try to do that. I almost forgot, guys, we want to unplug the battery, so I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the battery real quick. So make sure you guys unplug the battery, and a good trick is to like tie like a microfiber towel around like where you can like actually close the trunk. Shout out to Keys Motorsports for that. That's the video I'm watching on how to take this out. They have some really good content on like F30, like how-to stuff, so go check them out. This is what I'm looking at. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug my battery real quick. Alright guys, it's been like 45 minutes and I finally popped out one side, 45 minutes, one side. So let's go ahead and try to get this other side real quick. Hopefully, I think I finally figured it out, hopefully. Oh, I did it! Oh my goodness. That was such a pain. I guess the thing about, I don't know how to explain it, but pretty much I was going in and like turning it to the side, but the problem is that down here, like what you do is you go ahead, you put your you put your screwdriver down here. It looks like that, right? So it goes up like this, and I was pushing like that, and I heard it clip like all the time, but I guess you just have to like pull out. So that's like one of the big things. You push it in and then go pull it backwards. So like technically you push your hand forward, and then like up here it pushes it back, and then that's how it pops out. Because after I did it that time on accident, this left one, I did it like first try. So that's a huge tip on how to do it properly. I didn't know that. None of the videos I watched like 5 different videos, and nobody said to like pull back. So hopefully that could help you guys. So anyway, let's go ahead, take this off finally. I really want to see this new M Sport, so let's go ahead and do this real quick. Alright guys, now that we got the airbag completely off, now we have to take off the actual like bolts. There's a bolt in here. It's a 16 mil bolt. Alright guys, we got the steering wheel off finally. So now we can finally put on the M Sport one. Let's go ahead and put this back. Because that one, we don't like that one. We want this one. We want the big M Sport one. Woo, this thing looks good. Okay, let's go ahead. Cool. Alright, we got it in. So now we just gotta plug in all these things. We just put it in and make sure that these lines line up. There's a line on this part. It's kind of hard to see, but there's like a line. Pretty much you just wanna make sure it lines up because otherwise you're gonna get a light on the dash and you're gonna have to take off the whole thing again. So there's a line right here, there's a line right there, make sure they line up. And then let's go ahead, plug all these back in. Guys, so here's the moment of truth where we actually plug in the airbag. There we go, one click. There, should be good. There we go, guys. Oh my goodness, this changes the whole feeling of the car. I seriously cannot wait to drive this thing. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. Hold on, let me get out so you guys can see it properly. Guys, look at this thing. Look at the details. Shout out to HERLAN for wrapping this, even in like the steering wheel wrap. It looks so good. We got the carbon fiber over here. Ah, fits so well. Look at that, guys. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to do a driving video with it now. We're gonna have to try to do that. So hopefully in this video, we'll go ahead and do that. I'll try to figure something out. But for this part of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I'll catch you in the second part of this video, guys. Alright, what's up guys? So this is the second part of this video. This is actually like a week and a half later, and I actually was lucky enough to get a GoPro. So I want to shout out my friend who actually gave me this GoPro for free and another GoPro. He gave me 2 GoPros for free because he was like, I'm not using them anymore. I know you're making YouTube videos, you can use them. I was like, okay, I'll have them. And so he gave them to me, so huge shout out to him. I'm gonna be doing like a point of view video, like a point of view driving video. So I already did some when I was up in Lake Tahoe the other day, but I want to go ahead and do some more right now of the car, show you guys the steering wheel, how it looks when you're driving with it. I think it would be a pretty cool experience. So I'm gonna go ahead, turn on my GoPro, put it on my head, and then we'll go ahead and see how it looks, and then drive around a little bit and enjoy the car. All right guys, I think we're ready for action. Guys, so we're finally driving. Here's the steering wheel. So I hope that you guys can kind of see the steering wheel when it's like driving. I have been driving with this for like a week and a half now, and so far the wrap that HERLAN went ahead and put on here is holding up pretty good. I'm really happy with it, and all in all it looks really good in the car, especially with like the red trim and everything. It all pieces together like wonderfully. And so I'm really happy with it. It's so much better than the other one to drive with. Like it honestly changes the whole car, how it feels. Like the whole car feels completely different, and it feels just like, it feels like sportier. Obviously it's the M Sport, but it really does feel sportier like this. Like it looks better, it feels better. Everything about it is just so much better, and so I'm just really happy with it. I am gonna let the car warm up for a little bit before I push it at all. So we'll go ahead, drive around like my neighborhood, and then there are some back roads near my house which are pretty good, so we'll go ahead, head over there. So I'll probably just catch up with you guys once once the car is properly warmed up. Like I said, I don't really want to push it too hard, so I will catch back up with you guys once we are ready to go a little bit faster. Alright guys, so pretty much we're just letting the car warm up a little bit. I've been driving it around. If you guys can see down there, it's still not fully at operating temperature, but it's getting close. So I'm just going to be driving around a little bit here and there. Just kind of showing you guys what it looks like. We can kind of push it a little bit more. It's a little bit warmer now. So that was like not even half throttle. And we got up to like 88 miles an hour. So this thing is really quick. Like, I'm really happy with like the performance of this car. Obviously I would like to like do a stage 1 or stage 2 tune down the road. I still need to put on catless downpipes. I bought some from Nor on one of my other videos, like when I installed the intercooler. I went ahead and bought the high flow cat from Nor, so I'm going to be putting on that really soon, and hopefully after that it will be able to put a tune on it, because that's like the last thing. I could put like an intake on it on the car, but realistically, like, I don't think I need one. I'm pretty sure I don't need one to go stage 1 or stage 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure I don't need that, because in theory the intake that I already have is technically a cold air intake because it is enclosed. So correct me if I'm wrong though, guys, but I'm pretty sure I don't need an intake for stage 2. But anyway, we are on the back roads near my house. These are like the most open roads near my house. I kind of like live in the middle of nowhere, but at the same time there's like no back roads as well, so it kind of sucks. I live like literally in the middle of nowhere, guys. But there's just a ton of houses and then nothing else. So, but these back roads are pretty fun. I'm just gonna let the car warm up a little bit more. I'm gonna go back the other way as well and kind of push it even more. We just actually passed by the spot where I showed off the lip and the spoiler on those videos. It was like back behind us. But they're really, this is like the only road I actually like have that is like normally like decently open. Just unfortunately the camera does not pick up how fast the car's actually going. So it might look like I'm going slow on camera, but I'm actually going a lot faster. And we're gonna go ahead and do a U-turn up here. So the car is pretty decently warmed up now. So I'm gonna go roll down this. I don't think there's any cars. Go ahead and throw it into neutral and just rev it. Hopefully you guys saw like the acceleration right there. This thing is quick, I'm telling you. Like the N55s, like they accelerate really fast. Like obviously the N54 can hold more power, we all know that, but for really like instant like acceleration, the N55 just like, it's unbeatable compared for like the two of them. Obviously like the S55 is much better than both of these, but like the N55, man, I'm telling you, this thing, it's not slow by any means. And we got a fuel reserve light. You guys know how it is. You guys know how it is. So we'll probably gas up in a second here. I don't know if I'll just probably pull over and wait for these cars, this truck and this car to pass. Realistically, I don't want to. I'll just wait for them. That was even in comfort mode. I forgot to even put it into sport mode, guys. So that whole acceleration, that was in comfort mode, actually. So that's kind of embarrassing, but now you guys can see what it's like in comfort mode. I put it into like this part into sport mode, but I didn't even actually have it into Sport Plus or anything. So that was all comfort. So let me go ahead, roll this down. Let's go ahead and get going here. guys, there you have it. The next thing I should probably upgrade, like realistically importantly, is the brakes. I should probably upgrade the brakes pretty decent, because as you guys know, brakes are the most important thing when you like want to track a car. So let's go ahead and do like a rolling. Let's try from like a 20 roll, I guess you would call it. I don't know. All right, we're at 20 in second gear. Alright guys, so we're probably gonna go get some gas from over here. I'll probably end the GoPro part, but hopefully you guys got to see like the steering wheel in action and like how the car pulls and feels from the video. Obviously it's not the same as actually driving the car, but at least it's something. Now you guys get to see what it's like to drive my car. So let's go ahead, gas up, and we'll catch you guys back at home. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed the video of the install of the steering wheel, guys. I'm really happy with this mod. I think it's one of my favorite mods I've done yet. And let's just go ahead and walk over to the car. You guys can see the car now. And we got the steering wheel right over here. And honestly guys, I am just so happy with how it looks. It came out amazing. Like, obviously, huge shout out to HERLAN for doing this steering wheel wrap. But it just fits in this car amazingly with the red trim and everything. I just love it. But yeah guys, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to comment, like, subscribe. It really helps me out, guys. Remember to follow me on Instagram. I'll go ahead and throw it right over here. And without further ado, remember to stay safe, stay happy, and stay in that project car, guys. I will catch you guys later.